At San Francisco's new Lazy Susan restaurant, the walks are fired up and the food is sizzling as orders come in nonstop. Chef Eric Ayler shows us some of the most popular dishes.
Impossible meat does come from the Bay Area. It's kind of like a Silicon Valley invention.
A mapo tofu with plant-based meat substitutes and a touch of miso.
Our mapo ragu is infusing with the spice paste that we fried.
Or how about a potato starch-encrusted General Tso's chicken that is gluten-free?
Now, I guess that's from a chef in Taiwan that actually created it. My personal idea is that Americans have one person they associate fried chicken with, and that was the Colonel. Maybe if you could introduce a general to the mix, then that could be, the Chinese-American representation of fried chicken.
I would be one of those people and say, I'm not going to order General Tso's chicken, but this one I would order.
Well, we're very happy to hear that.
Taking on Chinese takeout is a unique challenge for co-owners Hanson Lee and Tiffany Yam. They're partners in dining groups with Michelin star restaurants in their portfolio, and also the owners of San Francisco's iconic Humphrey Slocum ice cream. But perhaps Yam's most valuable experience is growing up in her parents' Chinese restaurant in Pittsburgh, where a popular concoction was the wonton wrapped cream cheese and crab appetizer, Crab Rangoon.
My dad would hand make these every single day. What we're really trying to achieve is just like giving these people the sense of nostalgia when they eat our food and something that they remember from their childhood. We wanted to make sure that we categorize ourselves as Chinese American food.
Lazy Susan is proud to have duck sauce, popular on the U.S. East Coast, and to have created their own umami crunch, a mix of fermented black beans and crispy garlic.
It is good on everything. We can probably have an hour conversation about what real Chinese food is. I was born in Hong Kong, grew up in Hong Kong and Taiwan, and honestly, I never had Sichuan food. I bet a lot of folks from Sichuan would look at the Sichuan food in Hong Kong as that's not Sichuan food, that's not real Chinese food. So I think the question of authenticity of what real is hard. But if you look at the history of what we have here in the U.S. and the Chinese food here in America, it's from the 1850s, right? So the difference is, I think, we use local ingredients.
Launched in February during the pandemic, Lazy Susan is all takeout and delivery right now, and they plan to stay that way. The idea is to perfect Chinese American food so that it can be delivered and enjoyed at home.
We really design it to be, really, really good, after getting to your house. Like a Domino's pizza, right? A Domino's pizza, even though is not the fanciest of pizza, but it travels really well, and it has a great price point.
So you want to be the Domino's of Chinese American food?
We do. What we're really focusing on for Lazy Susan, right, is that Chinese takeout dinner that you have, once every couple of weeks at home with your family, in a family style.
With a focus on making food that stays crispy and intact during delivery, this Lazy Susan hopes, like its namesake, customers will keep the Chinese American cuisine coming their way. Mark New, CGTN, San Francisco.